Now, in the early days of the show, I tried making a baked Alaska. It's the 20th episode, and I wanted to make something really difficult. So I Googled, what's the most difficult dessert to make? And right at the top of the search was the baked Alaska. I didn't know what it was, but I was on board. I'm gonna make it. So while I was attempting this, it's not like I knew exactly what I was doing, but I think I did an admirable job keeping up. Except for the meringue. I don't know about the meringue. It looks a bit dodgy there, but fine. Everything was fine until my camera falls off the table at the most crucial time possible. Lens shatters everywhere. I'm in disarray. The ice cream behind me, it's melting away, as is the meringue. I completely fell apart. In the end, people I care about lost respect for me. It's a complete show. It's a total embarrassing failure. Now, I have never tried making this again. It's almost like it's my white whale out in the distance. I can almost grab it, but not really. I'm ready, I think, to give it another shot. I feel like I've learned a lot since that moment. So let's do it. I'm gonna follow along to the exact same recipe I was using before, maybe a couple tweaks here and there, but for the most part, following along to the same one. That way I have something to compare to. First up is the sponge cake. Half a cup of all-purpose flour, half a cup of all-purpose sugar, 3 large eggs, and half a teaspoon of vanilla. Really, whatever is in there, I'll just use all of that. First, you will need a bowl. Put your flour and your sugar, mix them together, probably with a whisk would be good, and then get yourself another bowl. Add your eggs, a half teaspoon of vanilla. I already got a bit too excited. I was supposed to add half the sugar into here and half the sugar into here. What I'm gonna do instead is add a little bit of sugar into this. Just a little bit. How about that? Now with your favorite mixer, mix until it triples in volume. It's like 10 minutes. Tripled in volume. Now with a sieve, I'm going to sift in my dry ingredients. Gently fold them in, very gently. This is looking very spongy. Now just get a cake pan, any sort of cake pan, I'm sure will do fine. I'm gonna grease it up. Cut out the worst looking circle you've ever seen. That is almost useless. What is the point of that? Proceeding, add in the cake batter, and I'm gonna bake this for like 25-30 minutes. Good night, sweet prince. Toothpick in the cake, and if it comes out clean, your cake is good. Moving on to our ice cream. I'm just working with the cheap stuff today, cheap ice cream. Like, who cares? The focus is the entire thing. I don't think getting fancy pants ice cream is gonna make a whole big of a difference here. So, chocolate, strawberry, classic vanilla. Grease your bowl, and I'm gonna take plastic wrap and fill the inside. Now what I'm gonna do here is fill this bowl up with my ice cream. There's multiple different ways you can do so. You can, as the recipe says, create a mosaic, which is I think what I did last time. I'm not doing it this time. I'm gonna do something else. I saw it in a video. What I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna scoop up this strawberry ice cream and I'm gonna put it in this bowl, creating a little bit of a well here. Next up, vanilla. Start patting it down nice and snug, but also kind of creating a bit of a well there as well. Chocolate on top. Just pat it down, make sure it's snug like a bug. Okay, that is patted down. Nice. Will this just come out? Yes. Sponge cake, and I'm going to put this on top here. Does it fit? Nope. I do have an idea, although maybe I should, how much, Okay, think, McFly, think. So I'm gonna use a cake ring to cut out this sponge cake. So I'm just gonna measure the size of this bowl, which is like yay big. So if I just do that here, don't wanna do too much. Oopsies. I completely forgot about my chocolate wafers. These are supposed to go in between the ice cream and the cake in that bowl. I skipped a step, so I have to kind of go back in time. They're in individual wrappers. Such a waste of plastic. That pisses me off. So I need about roughly a cup of these wafers. You crush them with your hands, probably. So what I need to do is some sort of like triple bypass surgery. Easy, terrific. These wafer cookies on top. Now on the wafer cookies, let's put that cake. Boom. It's funny because I remember how I did this last time, so I'm kind of just breezing through the recipe, not really reading it. But it's just like I kind of remember what I'm doing, but not really. So get this into the freezer. This needs to hang out in there for like 2 hours, maybe more, because that ice cream is melting. It's been 2 hours since we last spoke. It is now time to whip up the egg whites into meringue, which I'm kind of nervous about because it's not easy. It's challenging to make meringue, to get those stiff peaks. It's also what this whole dessert is counting on right now. It's relying on me to get this part down. So focus. I'm gonna use around 6 to 7 eggs, cup of sugar. I finally ordered in some cream of tartar, or cream of tartar. I've heard people call it tartar. Cream of tartar, that's what I see. Cream of tartar, I don't know. Yeah. Tartar is like tartar. Right, so this is tartar. Yes. Thank you. And some cream of tartar. What we gotta do is separate the egg whites from the egg yolks in these eggs. Boom, boom, boom. Egg whites, egg yolks, shells. Make sure your bowl is spotless. And it's imperative for you not to get any of the egg yolk into your egg white bowl. Easy. Okay, I've added a third bowl here. This one is gonna be the initial place where I've added the egg whites, and then I'm gonna transfer them to this bowl. If you're wondering what the hell cream of tartar does, it makes the eggs supple and elastic. That's what I read. I'm just gonna add a pinch. Now what you're gonna do is whip these up into soft peaks. You can see that we've reached soft peak territory. That is good, but we're not out of this yet. Now we gotta add our sugar slowly while we're mixing until we've reached stiff peaks. Stiff peaks. It is go time right now. I think I'm gonna put it on this plate. It's rock solid right now, so it's gonna take a few minutes for that to thaw out of this bowl. But once it does, it is go time. I have to use a dreaded piping bag for today's mission. I gotta pick which stupid nozzle I need to stupid use. Something like that, I think. That's what I'm gonna go with. Scoop your meringue into your piping bag. Need more. Is this stiff enough? I really need this ice cream to come out of this. Huh? The bowl? To get it out? Hopefully it works. It worked. See how this goes. Oh, shite. Was not supposed to happen. Worry about that later. Honestly, what the f? I'll explain what I'm doing later. I can't talk right now. I need more. I need more. Ticking time bomb right now. I don't know how much longer I have this meringue for. Ice cream's melting like a son of a bitch. I'm trying to be as graceful as possible right now, but I know I'm going for the traditional, kind of like an igloo, I think. Like a shitty igloo. Common sense goes right out of the window at this point. You just get this thing covered. I need more. There's only a little bit left though. Shit. If I need some, I can just grab them from the top of that pyramid there. Only if I need it. Maybe cover it like that. My question is there a way to be creative with this now that it's on the cake? I'm gonna take a back of a spoon and I'm gonna just do shit. A little swirl on the top, how about that? I'm gonna get this into the freezer immediately, no horsing around. I just need it to kind of chill out while I catch my bearings. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that baked Alaska out of the freezer and I'm gonna torch it. I'm just gonna torch it right to hell. Put this into the freezer because do I have a surprise for you. Okay, we're not done playing with fire just yet. Where is it? Amaretto. Flambe. Last night I had to put that baked Alaska into the freezer. It was melting fast and furiously. Little hot tip here, but if you're making a baked Alaska, don't take photos and videos of it for the next 45 minutes and I mean, it will melt. It's ice cream. I don't even know what it looks like right now. I just threw it in the freezer and I hope for the best today, so. Perfect bite of ice cream, meringue, and cake. It's a long time coming. Total brain freeze action going here. Brain freeze. Victory! Mission accomplished. Baked Alaska. It's done. It's over. The journey's over, I think. Okay, my friends, that's all I got today. Hope you enjoyed the show. Make sure to subscribe. If you want to support the show any which way you can, you could head over to Patreon. You could do so on a monthly basis. It all goes a long way. It makes things happen over here. I think that's it. I will see you guys soon.